Hello students, I am Harshika, your biology teacher. Children, do we find same kind of organisms in sea and in desert? No, definitely not. In sea, we find different plants and animals living in saline water. That means in salt water. And they absorb dissolved air from the water. And in contrast, in desert, there are plants and animals which live on desert soil and breathe air from their surroundings. So look at this, students. This is camel, the ship of desert. The body structure of camel helps it to live in desert habitat. We find different kinds of fish, but all these kinds of fish have a common feature. They all have streamlined body shape and they have fins because of which they can swim in water. They also have scales on their body surface which help the internal organs of their bodies. Children, we find variety of living organisms on the earth. And all these living organisms have some special features. So, today let us discuss about the topic adaptation and components of our environment. The specific features which enable a plant or an animal to live in its surroundings is called adaptation. Different organisms adapt in different ways. When we observe, a freshwater fish cannot live in marine water because it is not adapted to excrete more amount of salt like a marine fish is adapted. So students, adaptation occurs over thousands of years of time. Adaptation depends on a combination of characteristics like shape, structure, size, color, behavior and mode of the life of the organism. Adaptations occur due to useful variations. Variations are nothing but changes which occur in a small group of organisms of same kind, and these useful variations gradually get inherited. That means these variations are transferred from one generation to another generation and help in the adaptation of the organism and allow them to live in their habitats. Children, do you know that there are some changes which occur in the organisms over short periods? Suppose if a person living in plains goes to high mountains, he starts breathing fast, but after few days he adjusts to the changed situation. So the small changes that occur in the body of a single organism over short period to overcome the changes in the surroundings is called acclimatization. So this acclimatization occurs for short period of time, whereas adaptations occur over thousands of years' time. Children, the world where living organisms live is called our environment. Our environment constitutes two important factors. They are abiotic factors and biotic factors. Abiotic factors constitute non-living part. Non-living part means physical components like soil, water and air, and some climatic components like sunlight, rainfall, temperatures, humidity. whereas biotic factors constitute living part. Living part means all the plants and animals living around us. And all these biotic and abiotic factors interact with each other and help in the survival of living organisms on the earth. So let us observe one activity and explore. So here, for doing the activity, we have to take some moong seeds, green gram seeds and chickpea seeds. So from the seeds, one part we have to keep as dry seeds and another part we have to soak in the water for 1 day. So after soaking for 1 day, some of the seeds we have to keep in the water and few seeds we have to divide in 3 parts. One part we need to keep in a sunny room and one part we have to keep in a dark room where there is no access for light, and one part we have to keep in the cold region, that is we can keep in refrigerator. And after 1 or 2 days we have to observe the germination, and during this 1 or 2 days period we have to rinse the seeds and drain the water and set them for germination. And what do we observe after 2 days, children? Yes, definitely we observe there is change in germination. Do we observe that in some seeds there is slower germination and in some seeds there is no germination? In dry seeds there is no germination, whereas slow germination is observed in the soaked seeds and in the dark seeds which are kept in the dark room. Whereas optimum germination is observed in the seeds which are kept in the sunny room. Why? Because here in the sunny room all the abiotic factors are available for the germination process, for the growth of the plant. Whereas in the cold region the seeds are not germinating, or there is very slow germination in few seeds because of low temperatures. So the proper warmth or optimum temperature is also required for the growth of plants. So not only for the growth of plants, the abiotic factors are very important for the growth of other living organisms. And these abiotic factors will be gradually changing over years of time, and those organisms which are able to change and adapt to the situations will survive, and those which cannot adapt will perish. And this is where the adaptation is very important. Children, please try to find out few different kinds of habitats and names of different animals and plants in their habitats. And let us meet in our next class. Thank you.